Go f yourself. What the f you saying? What the f are you doing?
Don't touch me.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Why would happen?
This isn't just a bad sequel. This is what happens when a studio, a script, and a star collectively lose the plot. Literally.
I could give a damn about anything going on in this movie because it was absolutely trash.
It starts off as the worst movie you've ever seen in your entire life, and then it becomes something so unhinged that I've never seen anything like it before.
It's so bad and so dumb.
Another Simple Favor didn't just crash and burn, it nuked everything around it. And Blake Lively? She didn't just star in the wreckage. She might have lit the match. So how did a quirky, stylish 2018 sleeper hit become one of the most baffling cinematic disasters of 2024? Buckle up, this story gets messy.
But overall, the movie's ridiculous. Like, you gotta know going in what you're getting into.
Let's start at the beginning, or rather the end. Because when a studio doesn't even try to get this in theaters, you already know it's bad. No red carpet, no buzz, no big premiere, just a quiet May 1st release. Straight to Amazon Prime, buried 3 scrolls deep in the algorithm. That's not a release, that's a mercy kill. Studios usually love bragging about sequels.
I am reeling and will be reeling until the day that I die. I'm talking psycho triplets, I'm talking incest.
But this, Amazon shoved it out the door like a guilty secret they hoped no one would notice. Spoiler alert, we noticed. Imagine the Parent Trap, but on acid. That's the vibe.
Heavily disappointed. I think Allison Janney and Anna Kendrick were the 2 best things about this film, but as far as the story goes, it was absolutely far-fetched and really honestly convoluted and so hard to believe.
Anna Kendrick's character Stephanie is now a true crime podcast queen, because of course she is. Then there's a destination wedding on the island of Capri, which somehow becomes a murder trap.
Fucking murder, homosexuality, and crazy outfits on the island of Capri. On the island of Capri! Run, don't walk. I will never be the same, and I will never stop talking about it.
Oh, and did we mention the psycho triplets? There's no logic, no tension, just one absurd twist after another, stitched together with the subtlety of a toddler wielding superglue.
When I tell you, I had no idea how bad this would be. I mean, no idea. Wait until I show you some of this.
It tries to be a thriller, but lands somewhere between parody and fever dream. And then there's Blake. Triple the screen time. Triple the chaos. She plays multiple versions of the same sociopathic diva, with all the range of a wax figure. There's a scene, and yes, this really happens, where she kisses herself. Literally. Blake Lively makes out with her own triplet. It's not clever. It's not edgy. It's just deeply unsettling. Less cinema, more psychological jump scare, and somehow, it's still not the worst part of the film.
That was like a cartoon. It was like a lot of like frizzy Blake Lively hair, but twice. There's twice the Blake Lively in it. I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'm not gonna leave it at that because here's the other weird, gross thing. There was like very violent, incestual stuff in it.
Let's talk about Anna Kendrick, because girl did not deserve this. She was the heart of the original, awkward, charming, totally relatable. But in the sequel, she's barely there. Reduced to reaction shots and trauma dump monologues, Stephanie's character is stripped of all agency. It's like watching a brilliant actress get held hostage by the script. Even her biggest fans, loyal, ride-or-die Kendrick stans, are out. One said it best, "Not if you're showing up with Blake again, girl." The dialogue? A disaster. Think Reddit fanfic written during a blackout. Characters speak in monologues so forced and lifeless.
But none of this was necessary. This is a sequel that I had been looking forward to since it was announced. So to watch it straight to streaming, I don't know why it had 3 premieres, heavily disappointed.
You start wondering if this was secretly written by AI running on 2% battery. Plot points are thrown at the screen with zero setup. Every reveal feels like a parody of a twist. Symbolism is shoved in your face like a 7th grade poetry assignment. The only thing scarier than the plot is realizing someone got paid to write it.
Run, don't walk. I will never be the same, and I will never stop talking about this. If this is her last film, what a bang. Horrible. Amazing. I'll never be the same.
If you thought critics were harsh, wait until you see TikTok. Worst sequel ever made. Murder Mystery 2 on mushrooms. An absolute mistake. That last one should have been the title. Google reviews? A glorious 2.2 out of 5. Catastrophic. People weren't just disappointed, they were unified in disgust.
I really wish I had something better to tell you than what I'm about to say. I want to genuinely know what the writers and the producers were thinking when they sat down in the room to write the script for this movie.
The internet didn't just roast the film, it hosted a bonfire. Yes, we're going back to it. The infamous Blake on Blake kiss. You read that right. One of Blake's triplets kisses another Blake, and it's played as a serious emotional beat. It's not. It's not serious. It's not emotional. It's horrifying. Multiple reviewers called it a psychological threat. One said it felt like watching a therapy session go off the rails. Another compared it to opening a cursed file on your laptop. And honestly, that might be the most accurate description yet.
And somehow now we are here, where I could give a damn about anything going on in this movie because it was absolutely trash.
Paul Feig directed this. The same guy behind Bridesmaids and The Heat. What happened? This isn't clever satire or stylish noir. It's a chaotic, incest-adjacent fever dream with couture. Somewhere along the way, Paul Feig went from crafting smart, funny, female-led comedies to directing what feels like Drag Race, Sociopath Edition. Someone needs to check on this man. Seriously.
When the first Simple Favor came out, it was original, it was fresh, it was a good concept, it did a lot of things right. And this found somehow, some way, the capability to undo every good thing about the original film. I really genuinely thought that they would come back with a fresh idea, not a regurgitated concept of the first film. Also, the sister aspect of it all.
Blake Lively may have walked away from this mess thinking she served, but what she actually delivered was delusion. She didn't just hijack the sequel, she lit it on fire and called it art. But the real victim, Anna Kendrick. This movie turned her vibrant, layered character into a glorified extra. And the long-term damage. Fans are now questioning her choices, her team, and even her future projects. That's not just a flop, that's a career hit. So many sequels feel unnecessary. But this one? This felt like a prank. Like the entire cast and crew were in on a joke that no one told the audience.
But this movie feels like Blake Lively took everybody hostage, made them make this movie so that she could add money towards that case. And if that's not what she's doing, then she's running an underground fight club like they were doing in Game Night. Because what in God's name is this?
Every good thing about the original? Undone. Every ounce of chemistry? Evaporated. What we're left with is a loud, tone-deaf, egotistical mess that feels less like a continuation and more like an attack. It's not even so bad it's good. It's so bad you question if the first one was ever good. So now we ask, did Blake Lively just nuke her own franchise? Did Anna Kendrick deserve better? And can Paul Feig recover from whatever this was? Let me know what you thought of this disaster down in the comments. Don't forget to like, sub, and stay tuned for more brutally honest breakdowns. Because this wasn't just a movie flop, it was a full-on cinematic crime scene.